Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you are sleeping. Mountains are home to some of the strangest prehistoric and creepy things that have been lost or forgotten over the years. Here's a list of those shocking discoveries found among the highest peaks of the world that shocked the whole world. African rock python. The largest python ever caught on camera. Introducing you all to the African rock python, measuring up to 32 feet in length. Native to the Rocky Mountains of South Africa and Central Africa, these gigantic pythons are big enough to swallow an entire human being inside. But since they do not have any venom, and they really aren't really good runners, they enjoy their meal by suffocating and squeezing it between their thick and powerful coils. Giant alienoid creature. A Bigfoot or a cryptid? The spooky large thing appeared on a remote mountainous region while baffling the villagers with its humongous appearance. But thanks to the daring villagers for saving the day when they stood up to capture the unknown giant before he got into action. Then they came with poking sticks and ropes and tied the giant hairy creature in between the sticks while taking it somewhere far from the village. Maybe to drop it off the cliff. Well, if you are wondering, it's an anteater. And let me tell you, they live along wetlands, grasslands, and tropical forests, but nowhere near a mountain. So, what is this thing? Stone-eating snake. A man named Ibram Issa, while passing by the mountains of Qimas Mashtaf in Saudi Arabia, spotted a huge red stone, apparently eating stones. Since most red snakes tend to eat slugs, earthworms, and beetle larvae. The video was captured in 2018, featuring this massive serpent enjoying a nice crawl among the mountains. According to Ibram, the snake was actually looking for food in between the rocky cliff, but because there was no such thing to eat, it kind of started to suck on those stones. Giant prehistoric crocodiles. In December 2014, a National Geographic explorer, Federico Fanti, along with his research team, made a remarkable discovery in the mountainous region of Tunisia. The fossils date back to 130 million years ago, along with a giant prehistoric crocodile unknown to the scientist. Well, when a crew member found a white bone sticking out of the ground, he dug a bit deeper and was utterly shocked to see a perfectly intact reptile. According to Federico, the head of the crocodile was 5 feet long and named it Machiomosaurus, an extinct species of crocodiles belonging to the Jurassic era, 25 million years ago. Mammoth traps. Moving on, in November 2016, a Mexican archaeologist managed to make the record-breaking discovery of the largest mammoth remains ever found in the north of Mexico in Tultepec. At least 800 woolly mammoth bones belonging to around 14 extinct giant skeletons were found stuck along the traps built by ancient humans around 15,000 years ago. According to researchers, some of the bones even bore the signs that the enormous elephant-sized animals had been hunted, which leaves them believing that they have discovered the world's first ever mammoth trap. Blue Mountain glowworms. Home to countless twinkling glowworm colonies, let me show you guys the Blue Mountains filled with magical secrets. In the Smoky Mountains of Contact Falls, Indiana, there's a home to countless Lithgow, a kind of beetle that uses its bioluminescent body to communicate with other beetles in an attempt to attract mates. The lightning is produced because of a chemical and enzymes from their bodies, reacting with oxygen in the air to emit blue luminous light. Beyond being pretty to look at, glowworms are pretty sensitive too. A little disturbance or a mere spark of light can switch the whole thing off into darkness. Face in mountain. A man, while driving through the mountainous streets of Egypt, stumbled upon a strange mountain that bears the shape of a massive face resembling the Great Sphinx. Huge and terrifying, it is unknown how and why the gigantic face sits on the top of the mountains while staring the drivers. But since it's in Egypt where bizarre is the new ordinary, anything is possible here. Giant dinosaur eggs. In April 2012, a couple of Russian students from the university in Chechnya made a surprising discovery when stumbling upon giant fossilized dinosaur eggs near a remote mountain in North Caucasus region. After further investigation, the remarkable remains, measuring up to 3 feet in length, turned out to be 60 million years old, laid by one of the huge species of dinosaurs. All thanks to the construction crew, who, after blasting through the hillside to build a road, made a clear pathway for the team of geologists to unearth around 40 of these smooth, oval-shaped rock-like structures. Mummified child. Dates back to 1999 on Mount Yucacao in South America. A team of explorers and anthropologists found a well-preserved mummified child. From her clothes to skin and hair, the 500-year-old child seemed to be belonging to the Inca tribe. Well, according to legends, back in the day, priests used to sacrifice children to mountains and other gods in order to please them. Moreover, the research team further revealed that the high amount of alcohol and cocoa leaves have helped the child to process a smooth, sacrificial ritual, which was pretty obvious through the calmness of her face. Marine fossils. While Lebanon is famous for its fossil collections in Sahel, Alma, Hajulia, and Hakl, more than 1,200 marine fossils have been discovered, with only 400 of them discovered till yet. From tiny fish to octopus and planktons, according to experts, after heavy rainfalls, microscopic animals and plants developed on the surface, used all the oxygen from water while poisoning the sea animals. Their sudden demise caused them to move at the bottom of the ocean, but after the heavy movement of tectonic plates, a mountain appeared, revealing the sediments of these poor creatures embedded in rocky fossils. Hanging coffins. While making sure one is safe even in the afterlife, ancient Chinese came up with this strange idea to hang the bodies of the departed souls. Inside the cliff caves of Dongkix River in China, some 459 feet above the river, lies around 24 coffins hanging from the cliff. With almost no obvious sign of decomposition, the wooden coffins are known to be 2,000 years old, which according to experts is due to this amazing light-proof, airy, and rainproof location keeping the coffins safe. The wooden coffins belong to the Tang dynasty, splitted and hollowed while carrying the carcass in order to protect them from wild animals. Strange footprints. During a hike on a Leopard Canyon mountain, Ra Al Khalama, UAE, a man discovered a giant footprint mysteriously lodged into the surface of the mountain. Some say it belonged to a prehistoric dinosaur, while others say the ALIENOID footprint might be of some mysterious species still unknown to the world. Let us know what you guys think of it in the comment section below. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. Today's subscriber pick points towards a gigantic snake emerging from the hillside, among a crowd of thousands of people admiring the huge reptile. Well, here's a quick backstory. The image was posted by a 50-year-old man in China following the earthquake of magnitude 6.0 in Yibin, Sichuan. And since the lethal disaster was responsible for knocking off 12 lives while injuring 134, a rumor was spread that this 120-meter-long dragon with a diameter of 1.5 meters has something to do with the earthquake. Panicking in the chaos of disaster, where some tend to believe the fake news. Mountain Highway. Chongqing Token Stone Highway, otherwise known as the Token Stone Road, named after the infamous twin rock-like shapes on either side of the road. Two mountains rise from the ground and stand on the top of the mountains, facing east to west between a flat wall and giant brick bottom falling towards the ground. The tops are like an axe facing the sky, with a majestic momentum. The entire highway is more than 3,280.84 feet above the sea level, surrounded by beautiful scenery. The shocking highway is built into a zigzag shape with a total of 18 breathtaking turns in 2012, with an investment of 6 million yen. See you next time